Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, this is my permanent potato bed. We've harvested most of the potatoes now. There is some volunteers in here, and in conjunction with the hashtag Overwintering Potato Challenge 2021, I'm going to get my surplus potatoes planted now. You might think I'm completely mad. Probably. Weird, probably. We've already found that out. But I'm going to plant these. I'm going to put a little bit of cocoa coir in the bottom, and once they're all in, I'm going to top dress with some log ashes, then cover with some compost heaped up, and then I'm going to cover it with cardboard to keep as much water off as possible and keep them slightly insulated. And I've got a new toy. This is my new toy, ideal for the cardboard rolls. Just search online for auger drill bit. It wasn't too dear, but I do use the kitchen rolls, and I do find it difficult digging down, and you end up disturbing the ground more than you'd like for maybe no dig. So let's give it a try. So just going to put a little bit of cocoa coir in there. That'll just soak up some of the wet, and we're just going to plonk the potato in. Everything else can go back round. That'll just bed them down nicely, and hopefully they won't rot off, but if we protect them a little bit. And this will be my entry into the hashtag Overwintering Potato Challenge, always set by Allotment. That's Allotment, all one word. Pop and visit his channel. Right, not going to bore you to death. I'm going to get all these planted now. Just give you a quick view of what you can't see. We've still got one row of those white potatoes left, so we'll set you down, and I'll just do a bit of pause and record. So that's the last one of the mystery whites, and it does a deep enough hole. I may just add a little bit more metal to the length to keep the drill away from the soil. Right, we'll just pop these, cover these up now, just lightly, and I'll get some log ashes on here. So these are the log ashes. They're pure logs, and you can see there's quite a bit of biochar in there. The way my log burner works, it creates charcoal during the day at the back, and then in the morning, if you light it, move the settings to the bottom, it brings them forward. Of course, as with everything, just be careful of the dust. You should be wearing a mask. I haven't fed these anything because these are fresh beds. We started these beds in January, and this is one of the last ones to go in with all the surplus stuff, but it's had all the goodies in there. and when we uncover them in spring, I'll be adding some liquid manure to give them a good feed. When I used to grow my potatoes in the ground, I used to add lots of log ashes, and that helped with the wireworm and scab. If you're new to my channel, sent me some broken scissors, look. Ah dear. If you're new to my channel, these are the bags that I find that are dumped on the side of the road by the cannabis growers. So I help myself to them, and sometimes, and most of the time, it's pretty damn good stuff. So we're just going to use some of this. I've taken the main root ball out, and all I'm going to do now is slope it higher in the middle, just so that the water drops down each side. Now there's 25 litres in each pot, so it's going to be nearly 70 litres per strip, so you can soon get through some compost. But this is how I add to my beds. Anybody that's watched me harvest the potatoes, the soil was way up, and I did insulate the potatoes and cover them up because of the pandemic before they started growing. So a lot of this mixed up soil has gone into the raised beds. By the time you've moved it about, moved it with a bit of soil, it's pretty damn good stuff. So there's 275 litres gone on that, and we've still got that bottom end to do once we've harvested the potatoes. And like I said, I'm just going to cover this with cardboard. We'll cut that in half. I'll make sure all the tape's off. That's got a nice what's name to it. The water can flow now, and the heavy rain will just run off. Well, that's another little job done. And if it doesn't work, which it should, because most potatoes do come up as volunteers, I have still got a few seed left to plant into pots. Say if you're new to my channel, I started these raised beds in January. I do square foot gardening, vertical gardening, pallet collar gardening. I've sorted all my long guttering out for my long roots for the giant show. Over the winter I'm going to be revamping the polytunnel, the giant cabbage bed. It's all done very similar, adding all my little goodies, all for free of course. I've been a very busy boy on the wildlife garden. Got most of that cleared up. All I've got to do now is plant the dahlias. They're staying in the ground. These are those nice poppies. How's the water levels doing? Oh my goodness, we're nearly full. We have had so much rain, just unbelievable. But with the wood chip paths we can get about okay. Comfrey beds been put away. I need to get 2 more bags of leaves. These have again settled. Now this didn't happen last year. It was very dry throughout the autumn and beginning of winter, but all this rain, it's making everything sink down pretty quick. So I've got 4 bags left on this side, so another 2 bags I'll be able to get this path done then. Like this one, you can't see a lot of difference at the minute, but it's just been trimmed back. I've given away the compost bin to a fellow plot holder. I got rid of the other blue barrel. These 2 blue barrels went off to one of my viewers locally. This is the New Zealand spinach. I left this on the vertical garden. I took one home, which is doing okay, and the other 2 are in here. I've cut them back, and there's all the seeds. So now I've showed you these seeds on this. I don't know whether this will overwinter here. Depends on the temperatures. Normally get down to about -5, not much more than that. So I'm just going to cover these with a bit of compost, and we'll see if we get anything come up on the opposite sides to the water pipe. So that's how I water mine. And the drainage holes are at an angle because the vertical garden, where they sit on the vertical garden, is at an angle. By gum, it does get dark quick, guys. Dark and wet and slightly miserable, but I've got my mojo back, and I'm full steam ahead. Literally, my head's sweating. So if you have enjoyed the content of this video, then please consider subscribing. If not, thank you for stopping by, and we'll meet again. Please leave me a comment, like or dislike, we don't mind here. And yes, Chris, I'm showing me sprouts again. You can't beat it when you've got a nice lot of sprouts. And I'm going to do an excuse me while you're watching. Absolutely delicious, cooked or raw. I don't mind. I've topped some of these beds up with that soil, and this side we've got the extra scaffold board on, and slowly I'm going to add another scaffold board to all these beds because I've got absolutely loads of compost and soil to use. So I'm going to finish my sprout, and we'll see you next time. Happy garden. Oh gum, they are strong. It's that frost we had. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. As you might guess, I don't edit.